Good day everyone, welcome back to part 3 of transverse waves. In today's lesson we're going to talk about period and frequency. Now first off, let's look at the symbols for period and the symbol for frequency. Period is indicated by the symbol of capital T, while frequency is indicated by the small letter F with his little tail here at the bottom. Now, what is the main difference between period and frequency? So the definition says that period is the time taken for one complete wave pulse to pass a fixed point or to pass a specific point, while frequency is the number of wave pulses that's going to pass a fixed point per second. Now, in simple terms, period refers to how long it's going to take for one complete wave pulse to pass a point, while frequency looks at how many wave pulses is going to pass a specific point in 1 second. So let's quickly look at this illustration here in the middle. Now, period says it's the time taken for one complete wave pulse to pass a specific point. But how are we going to know from where to where does one complete wave pulse stretches? So we know that one wavelength stretches between 2 points that are in phase. Now, 2 points are in phase means they are a replica of one another. So let's say the first point in phase is going to be here. Then obviously the second point in phase is going to be the replica of this one, which is going to be here. Now, we know by now that because these 2 points are in phase, between them is obviously where one wavelength stretches. Now this one wavelength also represents one wave. So now that we know that is one wave, we know that how long is it going to take for this one wave to pass a specific point? It's going to take it 0.5 seconds, which means the period is going to be 0.5 seconds. Now frequency looks at how many wave pulses is going to pass a specific point in 1 second. So we can see here is 1 second, how many waves is present. There's going to be 1, 2 wave pulses, and that's the frequency. So what is the formula on how to calculate the period? Period is equal to 1 over the frequency, while frequency is equal to 1 over the period. The measuring unit for period is always in seconds, while frequency is always measured in hertz. Now let's look at what is the relationship between period and frequency. They always has an inversely proportionate relationship. Now what does this mean in simple terms? Inversely means if the one is going to increase, the other one is going to decrease. So when the frequency is going to be higher, which means is more wave pulses is going to pass a specific point in 1 second, then the period is going to become shorter, which means the time is going to become less. So higher frequency, meaning more waves is going to pass a specific point in 1 second. For instance, here it was only 2 waves. Now it's going to be 6 waves, for instance, that's going to pass in 1 second. If it's going to be 6 waves, then we know that the period is going to become shorter, which means the time that it's going to take to complete one wave is going to be less. Okay, so let's explain the relationship between period and frequency further. So just a quick recap, the relationship between period and frequency is that they are inversely proportionate. Now what this simply means is the higher the frequency is going to become, the shorter the period will be. Or the lower the frequency is going to be, the longer the period is going to become. So high frequency simply means there's going to be more waves or more wave pulses that's going to pass a specific point in 1 second, while the period is going to be shorter. This simply means that the time taken to complete one wave pulse is going to be less. So let's quickly look at these two illustrations here and on the left hand side. So our first indication that the frequency increased is that the waves is more close to one another in illustration 2. In illustration 1, they were more spread out, so which means they had a low frequency. In illustration 2, they were more close, meaning they have higher frequency. The second indication is that in the first illustration, only 2 waves passed a specific point in 1 second, while in illustration 2, there were 1, 2, 3 waves that passed a specific point in 1 second. So what do we know? If the frequency is going to increase, what will happen to the period? We know they have an inversely proportionate relationship, so therefore the period is going to become shorter. Shorter means the time taken to complete one wave pulse is going to be less. So in the first illustration we can see the period was 0,5 seconds. In the second illustration we can see that the period now is 0,3 seconds. So the time taken to complete one wave pulse is now less. So therefore we can see the higher the frequency become, the shorter the period becomes. But then they can also ask you to illustrate this relationship on a graph of frequency versus period. Then you need to know the relationship is always represented by a hyperbola. The reason for the hyperbola is the higher the frequency is, the lower or the shorter the period will be. And then the lower the frequency is, the longer the period is going to become. But the hyperbola is only going to approach 0, but it's never going to be equal to 0 or cross the 0 line. That is because if the period is ever equal to 0, or if the frequency is equal to 0, it means that no wave is existing. And that's it. Stay tuned for part 4, where we're going to explain transverse waves further. Thank you for watching.